The ends always justify the means. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris as the Imperium of Man. So, there has been a bit of a development. First of all, OBS broke. But that's the good news. Well, no, that's the sort of good news, bad news, really. Good news is, it only broke for about 20 minutes of me recording and speaking senselessly into a black screen. All that happened is, when this war ended over here, and there was really nothing groundbreakingly exciting about that war ending, I purged all the populace out of it, established control, settled in a few new people here and there, and the economy crashed. We ran out of energy, and then we ran out of minerals. The two flipped on each other, though, and now it's booming. Is it a bug? No, it's not a bug, it's an edict. There you go. Production targets, all these campaigns, stuff like that, plus the new resources from the planets, plus some marvelous trade agreements. Really, I want to write a book and have it be, authored by the Emperor of Mankind, and call it something like The Art of the Deal. Political jokes aside, it was the greatest trade deal of all time ever. Because we're now trading away 200 food for 200 food for 100 minerals. We are no longer trading away that much of our energy, we're stockpiling it, because we want to stockpile our stuff. Our ships are mothballed, our ships are ridiculously powerful. It's just a shame that during the last few minutes of that, the entire OBS system broke. But essentially all that happened is this went to 0, and then, because this was at 0, it then went to 126, but this was at 0. And then flipping between the two for about a month, or about 2 months, allowed me to stack up the influence, do these things, and energy was all the way up. Our trade deals ended, which was a good thing, considering then we could, get our energy back up, then use the energy to enact all these, and it was a glorious, glorious reformation of our economy, which essentially brought us from being at negative 20 energy and like 60 minerals to 390 minerals and 206 energy. Right. What's going on politically, though? This also happened in the 20 minutes of the previous episode. This war just broke out between the alliance of the blue guys, which is some sort of axis or whatever, the Condigni axis, it's like a quarter of the galaxy, and the Aether. I'm going to intervene in this war, and God knows I'm not helping the Aether. I'm going to intervene and attack them any minute now. You see, the war's been going on for a little bit without me really noticing, and they've been occupying one another, and they've been fighting one another. Now, I can let the Aether lose, because, let's be honest, if these three get lost, I don't care. If they lose this thing, I don't care. I'm looking for this territory over here, and this unclaimed territory here, as well as that of their allies. So that's those are the territories that I want. So, as a result, I'm going to let this war go on for a little while longer. I'm going to sit on these resources for about as long as I physically can. And, yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm also going to upgrade this. Really, you can't upgrade it there? Good to know. Good to know. No, I'm not going to upgrade this fleet. I'm going to upgrade it after the war has ended. I'm going to just show you really quickly, and this happened like over the course of the 20 minutes. In 2 instances, we had to upgrade our fleet, so I'm actually kind of glad that this was cut out, because it takes a lot of time for me to redesign the ships, but make them stay thematically the same. That said, I will just auto-upgrade the Spathas and Hastas. These are our ships now. Weapons remain unchanged, but we have level 5 armor and level 5 shields on them. And still an antimatter reactor, so we're looking to upgrade that relatively soon. What was also a sort of juggling thing is the amount of star bases we can have. It went down from 28 to 25, and the reason is these populations over here, or these billions of people over here, well not people, but billions of Xenos over here got murdered horribly, so the limit went down and is now climbing back up because we're resettling the entire area. Right. I think that's about it as far as everything that happened in those 20 minutes is concerned. Like I said, it's not a huge loss, simply because, well, not a lot happened, other than the economic reboot of the entire empire. Everything else was okay. We're looking to buy one more thing, though, and I'm looking for 5,000 energy, because our trade with the curators has ended. They're no longer aiding me in research. By the way, for those of you telling me, I'm just going to talk about this in the waiting time. For those of you that may see something ever so slightly wrong about the... I thought I said 40,000 and I was about to shit myself. 4.5k, still not as good as Armageddon. For those of you that might have some glaring issues with me trading with Xenos like that, these are not Xenos, these are not Xeno Empires, they are trade enclaves. If I don't trade with them, the game is nigh unplayable. I have declared war on the entire galaxy, right? I have no friends, IRL or in-game, and I'm gonna just fight everyone and try and succeed despite everything else, right? However, if I don't trade with them, I cannot do that. Like, there's some compromises have to be made. The minerals and the excess in any resource I make has to go somewhere, and it might as well go to them. There you go. Internal trade with sectors sort of works if you have an infinite supply of influence, which I don't, and nobody does in this game. So, yeah, there you go. But Conma is stockpiling resources for me, so I can then siphon from them, if need be. Armageddon is sort of doing something with its resources, and the new sector, which I haven't named, I'm going to do right now, is doing relatively okay as well. And yes, I forgot to name this one last time. So, let's say... Gothic? Yeah, that one's going to be Gothic. Because we're going to expand it into this entire region, and yeah, we're going to have Gothic cruisers. It's about time we have the Gothic sector, right? Does that mean that we're going to have the Battlefleet Gothic as well? Eventually. Eventually, don't rush me, though. Question, how's the war going now? 55% exhaustion for the defenders. Thing is, this is my only way in. And they've cut me off. Now, I'm willing, believe it or not, I'm willing, fully willing to wait for them to lose the war. Fully willing to wait for that to happen. Unfortunately, I think these guys have a claim on these two systems. I can check that, actually. I'm making claims. Yeah. No, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah, you don't have claims on... Ooh, do you? Let's test it out. Get rid of that. Yeah, they don't have claims on this thing, because it would be there if they did. Yeah, they don't have claims. So I don't think they can take that if they win the war. Mind you, they might fabricate them in the meantime, but it's highly unlikely. Well, okay, not highly unlikely, but it's relatively unlikely. Another anchorage? I don't think so. We're just gonna go with those. Okay, 1. Actually, no. I was gonna build like a shipyard here, I think. Yeah, that area needs a shipyard. That's good. That one stay the way it is. You, trading pub, trading hub. Same with you. Do these cost? No, they don't. They don't cost any maintenance in minerals, so that helps. There we go. Do we seriously need as much energy? Well, we can trade it away if we don't. Or can we? There's only 3 trading enclaves. And, oh, we sort of can. Think.
We have claimed a new world.
Possibly. Established the colony of Nova Roma. You did it on your own, didn't you? Yeah, you did. That's fine. That's fine. Is it a 40k name? No, it's not. But I like it. I like it. Nova Roma. It doesn't sound impossible. Sounds decent, okay? Let them, let them deal with it. It's not officially in 40k, but it's not impossible for it to become, you know, to be added at one point. It's okay. I like it. I'm gonna keep it. I was looking for an excuse to get a few of the Latin names, or from the default SBQR name list into the game. That's as good as way as any, I suppose. Sure, we can keep a few of those. Those are the ones you colonize for yourself. Plus, it's a decent way of distinguishing what I've done, what the Sector Administratum has done on its own, and I think that's semi-useful to distinguish between the two. And I'll be going around and like, oh, that's a random planet. Oh, you colonized it, yeah. Except... shite. You know what? I changed my mind about something. Allowing you to colonize was my way of telling you, or finding another way for you to spend resources. But I now realize that was a bad idea because you colonize worlds that you really, really shouldn't. Nova Roma is a disaster waiting to happen. I'm going to try and explain why. First of all, I'm going to try and evacuate the thing, literally. Can we do that? Yes, we can. Good. Evacuate it because I want to terraform the world into a continental one before you land on it and colonize it. Thirdly, and I'm going to do this off camera as soon as this video ends, I'm going to go ahead and rename all the new planets that we've conquered. But yeah, I just realized that they're doing that, and that's not a good thing. Because they're colonizing worlds that they shouldn't. Because the habitability there is horrible. I need to terraform it, I need to terraform the ones over here as well. I think that's the first one that they've colonized sort of out of their own initiative. So yeah, that's a bad idea, don't do that. Okay. Fine. This time bedrock nation. Oh, it's you. No? Ah, it's someone somewhere we don't care about. Okay, is this war anywhere near its completion? Sort of. Okay. I'm okay sitting like this, because I'm building up a war chest. Building up stuff that I need. Martial law has expired. Alright. Migration treaty, whatever. I can upgrade the defenses. Yeah, there and there. Upgrade the defenses. Right, still waiting to get to 5,000 energy so I can buy the research thing, if I haven't done that already, unless my... I don't think I have. No, I have not. Pumpkin people close their border towards me, I'm not shocked. How much you hate me, by the way? Everyone hates me with over 1,000, right? Yeah, okay. Just wondering. Why is this war being fought over, by the way, if I can check? War of Beliefs. Oh. Is one of those things, isn't it? Yeah. Ah! See, I knew you would do this. You're going to another place, aren't you? Disband. No. No colonization for you. Because you were going to colonize a tomb world, and that's about the stupidest thing you can do. Mind you, the Imperium does actually inhabit tomb worlds. Many of them, but not this Imperium. No. Because the people on it are miserable, and then it's just not worth having. Not. Far better to turn them into continental ones first, or ignore them altogether. And this one too, I want to call that one a terraform. Scientist died. Probably on one of the science ships? Correct. I guess you, I don't know. Assist research until you get a few levels and then you can do the research projects. That's your career laid out for you. Need not worry about your job ever. Right, what about you? Any intention of
Construction complete.
surrendering anytime soon? Not really, eh? I'm going to make those claims. And I'm going to declare war on them.
Standing by to commence offensive operations.
Before
Construction complete.
anything unpredictable happens. What do I mean by anything unpredictable? Well, before someone gets the bright idea of trying to protect them. I can go through that, despite it being occupied by the enemy. Oh, the enemy. Well, it is the enemy, realistically. Okay, good. Let's go. We begin war operations. Now, the question is, do I send in the other fleet? There's no need to. Not really. But I'm assuming most of their navy is gone at this point. And I'm just going to speed up its demise. Ah, what the hell. Send in the other navy as well. And get me reinforcements for Battlefleet Sol. Make that a full force or full strength fleet. And we'll do that. Okay. And this is why I get interrupted while recording. It's a honk. Jesus Christ. Those of the... Well, I was going to say Those of you that didn't understood the joke, it was... I answered correctly, or I translated the fucking thing correctly. That's what I thought that was obvious, but yeah. Yeah, the reason I get interrupted, ladies and gentlemen. This is who I work with. This is my life now. Right. To combat then, to Stellaris, to productive things in life. Things that matter. 14 point K in fleet strength. Keep the army in the rear. Drader's contact. Wipe him off the face of the earth. I would like to murder you. All of you. With a mighty fleet the likes of which you have not yet seen. Why am I winning the war for my adversaries? I don't know. Because we are the Imperial Navy, goddammit, and we like fighting. Besides, I'd like to test my mettle a little bit against the enemy with weaker ships in every aspect, not just on paper. Weaker ships, but also large number of fleets and sort of, you know, their tactics versus mine, because this is how most wars will go. Or this successfully. No, that's not what I mean. Like, this is how a lot of the wars will go if we fight against coalitions and stuff like that. Okay, keep going. From that one battle, I have achieved more than you have in, what, a dozen years or so of your fighting. Look at that. Alright. Get me the Astra Militarum, though. They need to move out as well. Lovely. Revenge has never tasted so sweet, dear friends. I swear to God, I'm not a vindictful man. I'm not a spiteful man. I'm not a wrathful man. But revenge has never tasted so sweet. Because they betrayed me. They got their asses into this. I am merely repaying the debt I am owed. Alright. Take it out. Grab yourselves some more ships and repair. Sit there and repair yourselves. Ooh, not good, not good, not good, not good. They're back. How did they manage to sneak past all this? The last bastions of their defense are about to fall. Well, that's all gone. You. High chance that you lose, but there's also a decent chance that you don't, so send those guys back in. Tell you what though, with all the interruptions, I need to check how much I've been recording for. Or how long I've been recording for. Yeah. Tell you what, I think that's been enough for this video. Because the last one was around 50 minutes, and that's a bit too long for my taste. So, you know what? I'm going to end it here, and next time we're going to wrap this war up, and off camera I've got a little bit of work to do renaming these things, so that's going to take a bit of time as well. So, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video and want to stay tuned with the rest of the series. We're going to kick the Athea Sacrosankt's rear, and, kick the Athea Sacrosankt's rear. And we're gonna win this war, and we're gonna grab a load of territory from them, and next, after that, well, glorious things shall happen. Love the amount of resources I have at this stage. Like I said, thank you for watching. Take care, have fun, and bye-bye.